welcome to the Beauty Shaman, where truth and beauty meet. So today I thought I'd do a video on how to do makeup for the office and Zoom, for your Zoom meetings quick. So just a quick, you got to put something together quickly and get in front of the camera or the computer, or go to the office. We're always looking for quick and easy ways. So I'm going to make this quick, but it's going to look really good. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you're updated whenever I upload a video. And also visit my website at thebeautyshaman.com and use the code SB10 for 10% off all of your purchases, including my new courses and classes, which are Makeup 101 and Advanced Makeup for On-Camera Talent. Please check those out. Let's get started. Okay, so to start off with, we want our makeup to stay on, so I'm going to throw on a little bit of primer. That really helps to keep everything on all day long if you're going to be in an office and going from meetings to meetings. There's my lovely age spot. Just love them. You gotta love them, right? You can't, if you hate them, it's like hating yourself, right? It's just a part of you. It's just a thing. All right. So now we're going to do a little bit of foundation. So I grabbed my MAC. This is Face and Body. I'm just sort of grabbed products this morning. I really wasn't thinking too much about it. And I think that's often what we do, right? When we're going to be going quickly is we just grab what's right there. And so that's what this is. It's a grab and go. I hope you all are doing great with COVID, and I hope none of you have gotten sick and that everybody's healthy and getting financially back on track, all those things. We were definitely affected. I'm self-employed, so very, very challenging time. So really hope you all are great. Please let me know how you're doing. I'd love to hear from you down below in the comment section. So I'm putting a little bit more around my eyes. You can do this. It'll help you not use as much concealer if you kind of layer your foundation. I really do this a lot on myself and on other people. Really do. By the way, it's kind of a sad note. I had to put my dog down. I don't know if any of you have gone through that. Mr. Tito was my black Chihuahua. And I'll cry if I talk too much about it. I really miss him. He was such a cute little guy. He was 18 years old and he was having all kinds of issues and seizures, and super sad. So my kids and I and my ex-husband, we all went to the vet together. It was a family thing because we all loved him. And so anyway, very sad. Have you ever done that? Ugh, such a bummer. Okay, so that's foundation. I'm going to do a little tiny bit of concealer. I've got my Juice Beauty concealer here. Took the lid off. See, I'm going fast. I'm like taking the lid off too soon. Just going to put that only where you need it. I like this concealer. It's a little dry, so be sure your skin is hydrated ahead of time. And I didn't do anything to prep my skin. I just assumed you were going to prep your skin, of course. All right, so now a little tiny bit of highlighter. The highlighter I grabbed was my Jane Iredale highlighters that they sent to me. I actually don't carry this on my site, but they gave it to me to sample, and actually I think they're pretty good. That's like, oh, pretty good. They are good. This is the number 2. The number 1 was a little light on me. Now this is my own personal, so I am gonna just put it straight on my skin. I don't typically do that. I'm gonna put a little bit here and here. We're just gonna highlight. I really love highlight. I'm a big highlight fan. If highlighter's in my kit, I put it on my hand first. I don't know if you watch my other videos, but this is in my own kind of stuff. So, and you see, I just tap that in. Just gonna tap in a little highlight. And many of you think, wow, that's not going fast, is adding highlight. It's the little things that make your makeup really beautiful. If you can take the time to do a little bit of highlight, it makes a huge difference. And you'll see why. Like just something simple like this, which takes an extra, maybe minute, just brightens up your whole eye area. Look at that. Like, look how much that brightened me up. Isn't that great? Super happy with that. A little bit of powder. I need a little powder. If you have very dry skin, I would say many of you don't even need it, or just a touch, just to set a little bit around your eyes. But please be sure you're using a very translucent powder. This is a Dior powder with a tiny bit of rose, which I really like. And it's just very sheer so that it doesn't set in fine lines. This never sets in my fine lines. By the way, I'm using these brushes. These are Moda Mavens, it's called. They're kind of like disco brushes. They sent them to me and I was like, wow, those are really bright. But fun, right? So there's a link down below. I think you can get 30% off with that link, so go for it. But yeah, I like them. They're good. And they're small too, which is super handy. All right, so let's do a little bit of eyebrow. You know, I'm basically going to stick with this palette. This is the Daytime palette by Jane Iredale. I like palettes. They're easy. I'm just going to use the brown, and I'm going to just use a slanted brush in my little Moda brushes here. And I'm just going to extend it. Many of you have to completely fill in your brows, and I, obviously go with what works for you. I just lightly fill in the outer edge because that's really... But I color my eyebrows too. That's why they're dark. I'm 54 for those of you who don't know. I do still color my hair, and you can yell at me about that, but I do. So that was simple. All right, a little bit of contour shading. I'm actually going to use blushes, 2 blushes for this. I'm going to use the Mocha by Jane Iredale and the Barely Rose for my blush. I'm going to use the Mocha as contour. And I'm going to use this brush, kind of a kabuki. And I'm just like, really, you don't necessarily need a bronzer color. You can kind of choose what you want to use. I'm just going to use this. I've started using this because it was sitting right there, right? Isn't that how it is? It was sitting right next to my sink. I'm like, oh, that'll work. And I just started grabbing it. And truthfully, like, look, that's kind of nice, right? I'm going to add a little bit of this one, which is the Barely Rose, because we're going to do pinks today. And just pop a little bit of Barely Rose right on my cheek and on my eyebrow. Isn't that pretty? And that was just 2 blushes, one slightly darker than the other. I think that's pretty awesome. All right, so we're going to do lips and then eyes. So I'm going to use this color. This is a Jane Iredale. It's called Natalie, which is a lovely pink. I've taken a blop of it off for my makeup kit for my on-set talent, but I really like it. Just a nice pink. Now I'm going to use a Spice lip liner. This is a MAC product. Just a neutral lip liner. Many of you want to use ones that match the lipstick, and that's fine too. I just like to warm it up a tiny bit. And this is a really good lip liner to do that. Okay, so we're moving to eyes now. See, we're going fast. We're like booking, okay? Maybe it's because I'm sad I've lost Mr. Tito. I don't know. I just kind of feel a little down, and so I'm trying to do things that make me feel good. So what makes you feel good? Makeup makes me feel good. Doing productive things makes me feel good. Sometimes for me, I like to sit and just sip tea and look out the window and think positive thoughts. We all have to work on being positive right now with COVID, right? It's like a big time of really nurturing yourself, going inward, taking care of yourself. So how do you take care of yourself? What helps you? I'd actually love to hear from you about that. I think that's important. Okay, so again, we were back to the Daytime palette here. So I'm going to actually use this color here, this pinky color. And I'm going to put this just in the crease and a little bit on the outer edge. So we're really staying kind of in the warm pinks. In other words, pinky browns, except for the lipstick, which is not a pinky brown. But because I've used a lip liner with a tiny bit of warmth to it, a little bit of a browner color, just wanted to warm it up a little. I like a touch of warmth on everybody's face. I really do. I try to always do that with people. Just warm it up a little so it's not all cool tones and not all warm tones. So see, I'm just really working with that. Blend, 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 blend. A little bit of eyeliner. What's life without eyeliner? So I'm going to use the Jane Iredale Dark Topaz. So it's a brown. I'll use theirs. So I'm going to use their little applicator here. Works just fine. And just go right next to my lashes. So next to my lashes, and then I'm going to blend it in with this brush, kind of a pencil brush, again from Moda here. And I'm just going to blend that. I'm just going to soften that. And you got to do this quickly because once they dry, liners are not as malleable. So just kind of running that over the top. But see how like that softened it down really nicely? Really pretty. I like that a lot. And I'm going to take and put a little bit of the same color I used in my brows, this one. And I'm going to put a tiny bit underneath. But you know, watch out for this because some of you do way too thick of a line underneath your eye. I see you in Whole Foods, in the grocery store. So see, I'm going right on top of the eye line, right? Because I don't want to go under because it'll make it too dark looking, too heavy looking. So, and if you want, you can take that same color and darken up the outer edge here if you want to. Isn't that pretty? I think that looks really nice. Just blend, blend, blend. Okay, other eye. Okay, so now I'm going to use this sort of highlighter color here, and I'm going to use it with my ring finger and just tap it right on the center. Pretty, huh? Very simple. And that adds just a little bit of glamour. And you can even touch a little bit up in here. Really pretty. Nice. And you can do a little here. Life is short. Wear highlighter in all its beautiful forms. All right, last of all, mascara. Maybelline Great Lash, my go-to. So as you notice, I don't do mascara on my lower ones because on me, it runs down my face. It doesn't matter if it's waterproof. That's just my way my face is. You do what works for you, but I just do it on the upper lashes. So let's take our hair down and get ready for our Zoom meeting, man, and our work day. So this is my ready for my Zoom meeting, ready for my workday makeup. I hope you like it. I hope this is useful just to go quickly, but do an accurate job, make it look really soft and pretty. Don't forget your highlighter. Hope you all are healthy and well. Thank you so much for watching.